If you saw the review I did a few weeks ago on the new NZXT N9 Z890, you know I thought it was an excellent motherboard, although a bit pricey. But shortly after publishing it, I started noticing a strange noise coming from the system. Nothing serious at first, but annoying enough to catch my attention. One of the things I always do when building a PC is to make sure everything is up to date, including the BIOS. The NZXT N9 Z890 came out of the box with BIOS version 2.12. As soon as I powered on the system, version 2.13 was already available, which I installed without any issues. Not long after, version 2.14 was released, and I updated that one too. Up to that point, everything was perfect. The problem showed up weeks later, when versions 2.15 and 3.03 were released. After installing the latest version, I started noticing excessive fan noise. It wasn't a normal sound, and it clearly started after that update. I decided to downgrade to 2.15, but the issue persisted. I contacted NZXT's tech support, explained the case, and mentioned that the noise was coming from the VRM area fans. The technician replied that this board doesn't have fans in that section, and asked me to send some videos for analysis. After several exchanges, they concluded the issue was with the liquid cooler's pump, and I started the warranty process. However, that explanation didn't quite convince me. I kept digging on my own, and after several hours of testing, I found the real cause. Yes, this board does have VRM fans, and they were the ones causing the strange noise. I canceled the liquid cooler warranty process and focused on gathering info and doing more testing. That's how I discovered the issue specifically occurs with BIOS versions 2.15 and 3.03. To confirm it, I repeated the whole update process and reinstalled each version, recording every step to clearly show what I meant. Before continuing, I want to make it clear that I'm not blaming the NZXT technician. I totally understand that it's not the same analyzing a problem in person as it is through video, but I do think it's important to document this case, because it could affect other users. Testing starting from version 2.15, which is not the latest one, listen to that noise. Confirmed. It's not a cooler, not a water pump, nothing like that. I ran tons of tests, tried possible solutions, but nothing worked. We lowered the fan settings, and in the control mode, if we set it to DC mode, the noise drops. But when I reboot, even though I save the changes, it doesn't keep them. I'm going to try F10 to save, and after rebooting, I'll show whether the noise is still there or not. It rebooted, and the fans are still running full blast. Let's see. Nothing changed. Actually, I think it does save, but it makes no difference. It saves, but the fans still go full speed. So now I'm going to try version 3. It won't work, but just to show you that version 3 doesn't fix it either. So I'll go back to version 2.14, which does work. After several tries, version 3 installed, and the noise continues. Next step, update to 2.14. Updating to version 2.14. Alright, 2.14 finished installing. So let's see if the fans are still running at full speed. We're on BIOS 2.14. Ladies and gentlemen, the fan noise is gone, and as we said, they are located right here, cooling the radiator or the pipe heatsink. This experience left me with a clear takeaway. Sometimes, even manufacturers may not fully understand how their own hardware behaves under certain conditions. Updating the BIOS is a common practice, but it can also introduce bugs that aren't immediately noticeable. I truly appreciate the support I receive from NZXT's technical team, but I believe it's important that this case gets a proper review. Ideally, future updates should fix this issue, or at the very least, it should be clearly documented in the product's manual. If anyone from NZXT is watching this, I'm totally open to sharing more technical details and collaborating in any way you need. At the end of the day, if you found this video helpful or enjoyable, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it so we can reach more people. That's it for now. Thanks so much for sticking around until the end, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bye bye.